Namaste.
All right, here we go.
Welcome and greetings. I am Magick and Croix. It's gonna stop a virus. No. This
Got y'all listening now. Witchcraft for that ass. Too late to turn away. Abracadabra and all that good shit. Yo. Hocus pocus, got you focused on my rhyme. Simply easy, now I'm eating couch potatoes, I recline. No, I'm joking as I'm toking power puffs and pokey yolks. Till my town and villa filled with ganja smoke, you know the dope. Coming out my pipes, talking about the bones in my throat. With the mic, I'm casting curses every night, you know the scope. Got my spells handy. You may call it the phone, but when I'm done reciting, you'll give me the keys to the throne. Then I take my keys to go home. Didn't say I was done. While rush to end it all, it feels amazing to have won. I'm not planning to ball, but why not take the chance to stunt? No, I don't need it all. Can think the thing I don't want. Do I worship the sun? Or sold my soul for the tongue? Or dead since I was young? Or got some voodoo done?
Greetings, peace, and blessings. Look who comes back again for another bomb-ass interview. My partner in crime now, Ani Osaru. What's going on, brothers? Good to see you. Good to have you here again.
It's always a pleasure to be on your channel, brother.
Yes, sir.
It's always great energy when we can get together and share, our thought forms on what's going on in the collective and what's happening out here in these streets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed. Before we even get started, though, great interview you had this past, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday that you had the interview with Astaire, the Duke of Tears. That was a great interview. Hey, those of you who are here, please check out the interview with Astaire. It was great. They gave out some great information.
Yeah, Astaire brought a lot of energy to that interview. My internet was messing up real bad. I don't know from people. They were really messing up. I was half the time floating in and out, but when I listened back to it, I guess nobody could hear what I heard. So that's good.
Yeah.
And when I listened back at it, I was like, that was a very powerful interview. So I'm glad we were able to get together and produce that. It only happens every blue moon, so it's great.
Right. But it was a good one. And he's always cooking. I always feel like I have to say the whole thing, like on I don't know if you watched the Boondocks with a pimp called Slipback. And I always gotta say Astaire, the Duke of Tears. I can't never just say Astaire. You know what I'm saying? I always say I gotta say the whole thing.
Astaire, Duke of Tears. Right.
Okay. Now, we have been trying to do this for at least a year now. We keep saying, hey, we're going to do this anime. We're going to do this anime. Finally, here we are.
That is so great. And Ani is in the word anime, so I think I'm meant to actually talk on it. And I love that we are doing this because I see people here and there, they give little increments of insight of how anime is connected, a lot of the spirituality, the connection with the melanin and everything like that. But I never really saw anyone bring it together and discuss real topics and go through real shows to really get into the nitty gritty of it. So I'm glad we're able to do this for the audience today.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So for you, how long have you been into anime? How long have you been watching it?
I think I've been in anime my whole life. I probably started, I think the first anime I watched, I can't recall how far back because cartoons don't really count as real anime. So I probably Dragon Ball Z, but Sailor Moon was on a little bit more like on a different channel. So Sailor Moon was out, but I didn't want to watch. I mean, I'm not being sexist, but I didn't want to watch no, Sailor Moon type of stuff. So, I watched a good bit of it. I mean, just vicariously, but I never watched Sailor Moon from start to finish. But now that I'm into Vedic astrology, I think I want to go back and look at some of it. But the foundation of my anime journey probably starts with Dragon Ball.
Okay. And for me, I was a little child. Speed Racer. I don't know if you remember that one.
I remember Speed Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racer. I think that was the first anime. Of course, back then I didn't know it was anime, but that's how long it's been for me. So since I was really young, I've been watching it. You know,
I think we make anime hot. Anime was cool. You know, it was a specific genre coming out of Japan, and America was throwing, you know, a little money of getting it, you know, shown over here in the States. But what made it really a vibe, a part of the culture, American culture, I think us Black Americans over here really put anime on a pedestal, starting when Goku actually went Super Saiyan. I think that really solidified it in the culture. Okay. I know that your generation was watching it, but Super Saiyan, Dragon Ball, the sequence, and I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't know if you got to go.
No, go ahead.
Him going Super Saiyan, it goes back to your generation because we didn't really watch The Last Dragon, the movie. We had to watch that later. But you probably can remember when that was like a real vibe.
Yeah.
You know, watching that in the movies. You saw that in the movie? Or
I did. I did.
So it was a big movie when it came out?
I was all of, I want to say I was 14, 15 years old when that came out. Yeah, I had a girlfriend and we went. So and I remember the movie theater was packed and people were cheering and laughing. And yeah, so I went inside the movie theater to watch The Last Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah. So just speaking about, you know, the alchemical journey coming out of the Negrito, the Albedo, the Rubedo, the Super Saiyan or the Last Dragon at the end of the movie when he actually started to glow and he became the master. And he beat I forgot the name of the guy. He just passed away, the enemy. Sho'nuff just passed away not too long ago. But yeah, when he started glowing and he started whipping his ass in the movie, I think that inspired Super Saiyan. I think melanated people were the first people on screen, and you guys got to go look at that. You know, if you guys haven't seen that, just look up The Last Dragon ending. And I think that was the inspiration. But when the Super Saiyan came into the anime, they had to give them blonde hair and green eyes.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of Asian creators are talking about how Japanese anime has been angelicized.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot. It's been angelicized, and they're talking about not Hunter, Solo Leveling. They didn't like, one of the creators was talking about they didn't like how a South Korean anime writer made it racist against Japanese people, but the Japanese people were colonizing those people over there. So just because the Japanese Hunter team all got wiped out by the what's the Ant King? I forgot the name of the Ant King in the last episodes. They got mad and said it was racist. They said Solo Leveling is racist against, you know, Japanese. And I was like, what? It can't be racist, but South Korean people are Asian. It can't.
That doesn't even make sense, right?
It's a big talk right now. It's a big talk.
Wow. You know, it's funny you said that. It's funny you said that because usually I'm up around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And one of the things that I watch is anime early in the morning until I can get back to sleep. And One Piece. I watch One Piece. I want
to start that. I really want to start it.
It's long. It's very long.
I know how long it is. I'll get through it.
Yeah. I'm on Fishman Island. And so, like you said, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it explores racism in a specific way. The fishmen, I might as well just go ahead and jump into it.
Let's start with One Piece. One Piece is one of the most popular animes in the world. Let's start with that because people are going to be more acquainted with that.
Okay. Yeah. So One Piece, I think I spoke about this before in one of my lives, is that it is, I say it's the story of the Moors, the pirates, going from culture to culture. It explores a lot. It's world building, and they go to a lot of islands. And if you study history, you can see ancient civilizations in these islands that they're going to, like in Skypea, it's an island in the sky, and I'd say that's Mayan civilization. But I'm an avid reader, I'm an avid researcher, so I noticed things like that right away. But in Fishman Island, to me, that's the Atlanteans. You see what I'm saying? And there's this thing that the fishmen and the humans don't like each other. You know what I mean? And if you see the images of the fishmen, you'll see glimpses of us. You'll see like afros, and they all wear a sun tattoo. You see what I'm saying? But they had to make us fish. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's accurate. I mean, if you look into the occult texts, the Dagon mythos, which is quintessential to what the Catholic whole reign with the Pope had, is worshiping Dagon, which is one of the Cthulhu, the Necronomicon gods.
Right.
Us coming out of the waters above, or the chaotic waters, is a play on the fish people, because most melanated cultures prototypically live close to the ocean or live close to a big body of water. So we were very acquainted with fishing. So, I mean, even though of course, they're going to be racist about it, And, my question is, what's up with the guy that is a skull if he got a big afro in One Piece?
The skull.
He's a skeleton, but he has an afro.
Brooke.
Okay.
When I first saw Brooke looked like Baron Samedi to me, of the voodoo tradition. You see what I'm saying? And apparently he died and was reanimated, but for some reason he can't get his skin back or something like that. But now he's a rock star. He's a musician. And so, like I said, the fishermen, some of them have afros, and it's just little things that's us, that's in these fishmen, but they can't come right out and say that these are niggas. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, he's one of the main characters. He's one of the main crew. But I'm only halfway in. It's 1,000 episodes or something like that, and it's still going.
Yeah.
So, Brooke.
Blackbeard is melanated in there. He's a melanated guy, and the X on Luffy's chest is a Moorish symbol.
Right.
Don't look past that X. Anytime you see that X, that's Osiris. And I look at the fruit. What is it the gongon fruit? The different devil fruit?
Gum fruit. Gum is what Luffy took, but devil fruit is a thing too. This is how people get their powers. They eat a certain devil fruit, and Luffy is rubber. You know what I mean? So, devil fruit powers is what it's called. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, his fourth or fifth form, when he gets the white hair, that's actually a voodoo god. That's a literal voodoo god that he became. I forgot the name of the god, but it's very known in voodoo.
Abato?
It's I can't remember. Let me pull it up. Hold on. But my point is that each of the fruit, it reminds me of the Garden of Eden, because when you eat the fruit, it's opening your eyes to see the other side of reality of what you're blinded by with Yaldabaoth. And it really it brings the true spiritual sight of what you're supposed to be paying attention to.
Right.
So it's very interesting. They called it devil fruit because Lucifer is accused of giving the fruit to humanity.
Right.
So that was in particular, I believe, why he did that. But there's multiple devil fruit, right?
Yeah, there's multiple ones. So not everybody has eaten it, but those that do, that have indulged, they got some kind of power. You know,
Okay.
Whitebeard. Say it again.
What was the name of his form?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm only halfway through.
You guys put it in the chat because if I can find the name, I can pull it up. It's Gear 5. This is Gear 5 form.
Gomo.
Nika.
Nika, which strengthens the user's rubbery body. Yeah.
Nika. You get it? Nika.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. That's why I didn't know what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a voodoo god. Trying to get the name of it, but I did a video. You guys can go to my video. I think it's called The New Gods. Let me go to my YouTube real quick. But I did a whole video. You found it?
Yeah, I found the fifth gear, Nika.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yes. It's called the new. Okay, my video is called The New Dimension. It's called the new. In that video, I break down that this new form that he just acquired like a season or two ago, it came in the right time because they were venerating a voodoo god, and I want to find the name of the god, but I got too many notes. I got like 1,000 notes, and then I got my book notes, so I can't find it in my notes right now. But if you go to my video, The New Dimension, I give you the name of the god, and I break all of that down for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it's one of the three, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the top 3 anime: One Piece, Naruto. There's another one. There's a third one. I think it's was it Dragon Ball or? Let's see.
It should be Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece. Should be the big 3.
Okay.
And I haven't finished Naruto or started One Piece. Isn't that
okay? Oh, so you haven't watched Naruto all the way through yet?
I can't. And people be getting on me at the spiritual shop. I started it again. They told me because it's the filler. I don't like the filler in I really like the filler in Hunter x Hunter, and we'll talk about that when we get to Hunter x Hunter. But the filler in Naruto, I just can't. It feels like a generation after me, and I can't get into it.
Okay.
So that's just why I haven't finished. But I've seen a lot of Naruto. I will say that.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot of filler. It's 41. I think it's like 41% filler. You know, so it's a struggle, and I did struggle the first time I went through all. Incidentally, I am going through it now. I'm back. I'm on Shippuden now, so this is my second watch. You know, but it was a struggle, and I went through all the filler the first time around. But if you're new to it, yeah, it might be a turn off to go through that because some of it's just downright silly. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's why okay, yeah, that's what it is. Joy Boy. Thank you so much, Shape and Christy.
Okay.
Shape,
Joy
yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, it's Joy Boy. Is the name of that voodoo god connected to the Luffy Gear 5 form.
Okay.
And I did a breakdown of Joy Boy in the whole voodoo spiritual culture and what that was. The drum connection. When he hears the drums, his heart start beating. Before he changes. Yeah, it's literally they're talking about some deep melanin shit when he changes to Gear 5.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Goku, because Goku achieved Ultra Instinct right before he gets this white glowing hair. And then Luffy, who is the next big time main character, head of an anime series, his hair becomes white or silver. And it goes back into hoodoo when you do a certain amount of work with the spirits or the Gades or the muetes, when you do certain work with the spirits, certain charged spells, they can turn your hair white overnight, depending on the karma of the spells and how. And they say like the astral plane, when you do certain work spiritually, it may be too much for you. That's why most practitioners have to wear a covering, a white covering over the head, so the hair won't change white.
Gotcha.
So they get white hair or silver hair.
Okay, gotcha. What's your favorites? Okay, let me name mine first before I ask you yours. But Naruto, One Piece. I like Bleach. I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Attack on Titan. Those are my top ones that I like. What about yourself? Which ones do you like?
I like, of course, Dragon Ball. I guess that fits across the board. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super is okay. It's all right. People trash it, but it's all right. My number 2 is probably Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay. I think Yu Yu Hakusho is very, very, very pivotal to a lot of things. A lot of things translated out of it. Gotcha. Hunter x Hunter is definitely in my top 5 because the Nin that's focused on in that had a lot of emphasis, I feel like, on spirituality, and I really like how they did that. I'm really liking Gachi Akuta right now. I can't fit that in my top 5, but I like it.
Yeah,
I like it because the represent. Did you know this? To talk about this real quick, the creator of Gachi Akuta has been harassed online for portraying melanated characters. I mean, she's literally been digitally harassed, gang stalked, and they say she probably won't put any more melanin characters in any other project that she does. And she has the highest representation of melanated, high-ranking characters. I mean, the leader of the Cleaners is a melanated guy with locks like me, and he has an assistant that has she has glasses that has these abilities. She's real dope.
Damn. Are you surprised? Are you really surprised?
Not surprised.
Yeah. So I didn't know that, but yeah.
Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho. What was my third one? I said Gachi Akuta, but I'm gonna go Full Metal Alchemist.
There's that.
Somebody just said that. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, that was real. When I was watching that coming up, that was real heavy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna probably slide some people probably won't agree with. I think Inuyasha was like very dope, even though it was mostly a love story with Kikyo and Kagome. But Inuyasha had a lot of serious dog. He was a dog demon. He could go into a dimension inside of his eye. That's the whole Horus and Osiris whole thing.
Right.
And is that 5? I think that's 5.
Yeah, that's 5. That's 5. Yeah, that's dope. That's a good list there. Before we go any further, I wanted to know, do you prefer Japanese or American anime? Do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
But I grew up off Japanese anime.
Right.
I grew up off Japanese anime. The hard pronunciation, like what the fuck is this motherfucker name? I don't know his name. I'm going to say Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry. Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing. I might have to slide that in somewhere, but Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing. That's an amazing anime. But I will prefer. You said you don't like Invincible?
I don't. It's my thing is this. My thing is, I think maybe I need to grow up because the thought of the most powerful being in the universe being a white man just kind of throws me the hell off. You know what I mean? But my son said keep watching it.
Who's the most powerful being in
the guy that the main character, his father. What's his name?
Come on, Ani Man?
Yeah. Isn't he the main? Isn't he the most powerful?
No.
No?
Maybe. Well, in the first season, because we didn't know what, I've watched and I've read the comic book, but he's not right now. He's not in the season 4. He was in the first season because that's all we knew. So you were correct. Like you watched the first, probably second season, but he's a part of an alien race called Viltrumites.
Right.
And the leader of the Viltrumites is a guy named Thrag. And Thrag is by far the most powerful person in the universe.
Then I need to continue because I've only gotten through the first season. Okay. I withhold judgment then. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, technically he's white, but Viltrumites are all races. You know, they got a dude that looks like Steve Harvey. That's one of the top.
Really?
Yeah. And the Viltrumites come to Earth, and he get him a black wife and have black children, and be like, "Yo, I don't even want to kill. I don't want to kill these niggas no more. I just want to be a nigga and get on the grill. I just want to get on the grill now and just chill somewhere in the hood."
Okay. Okay. Then I need to stop the bullshit and just continue on to season 2. Then so I withdraw my statement that that's the most powerful being in the universe. Then.
Well, Invincible, the son becomes the most powerful, and he's half Asian, and he's half Viltrumite. So technically, he's Asian.
Okay,
but he becomes the most powerful. But he starts to do the same thing Thrag and his father does.
Okay. And so for me, I grew up with Japanese anime, and to me, the Americans version of what they call anime is just not there like Japanese is. The humor's not there, the exaggerated expressions. American anime is just pretty much cartoons to me. You know what I'm saying? It just honestly, it just doesn't compare to the Japanese anime.
Honestly, I don't know what else is American anime. Off the top of my mind, I just like anime, so I never looked at who, like, is this an American anime? Like, is there a list that we can look at?
Yeah, I think besides Invincible, I think the Boondocks, Avatar, The Last Airbender, Castlevania, Blood of Zeus, Teen
Titans.
Yeah.
So these are anime or are they cartoons? Because what anime is like a manga turned or turned into a and what's the other one? It's manga and I know it's shonen and it's something else.
Shonen, it's shonen and manga. You know,
it's another one. It's another one. It's a new one. My homeboy was breaking it down to me. Y'all put it in the chat if y'all know, but it's like shonen and it's a new one.
I thought it was just shonen in the manga. That's what I thought.
Because Solo Leveling is a part of that new type of. It's a new type of shonen writing style.
Oh, somebody put it
there.
In.
There you go,
manhwa.
Manhwa.
Korean.
Yeah, manhwa. That's yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard of that one. Okay. Gotcha.
Thank you for that leftover.
Thank you, leftovers. Thank you. Yeah. So, but yeah, I prefer Japanese. You know, what else I was going to ask the classic movies like X. Have you ever heard of X?
X was that really captured when I first started writing books. And guys, I used to write books when I was 14 years old. I could write a 30 chapter book, literally. Wow. You know, I would write it. I would have the character dialogue, first person, third person, and put all of that in. X was a big inspiration to my imagination developing. So I remember X. Yeah.
Okay. Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll was hard.
Yes. Just watched it a couple weeks ago. Yes. Ninja Scroll is the shit.
That was the shit.
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll was heavy.
Yeah.
That was heavy.
Yeah. There's another one. Wicked City. You ever seen that one? That's an older one. Wicked City.
That
Wicked
sounds
City. Real
I'm gonna say no, but that sounds familiar.
Yeah, Wicked City. But
you said you never saw Akira, right?
Right. Me and you was talking. I said, yeah, I tried to download it and it didn't come out great. But no, I've never seen Akira. How is that one? Should I watch it?
Akira is pretty dope. Yeah, I think for the metaphysics of it, Akira in the Kanye West concert model this year he's been doing, that's all Akira inspired. That's all Akira.
Okay.
And he's professing in the past, Kanye said that he was a big fan of Akira, and now you're starting to see like most of his costumes, those weird costumes, come straight from the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peace to everyone in the chat. I'm sorry, we got to talking and I did not greet the chat. Peace. That's Dr. Angel there, Dr. Angel Green. Yeah. Peace King. My missus, she came up in the chat. Nikki, peace. Carrie, Leftovers, Shapiran, I think is that how you say that? The Righteous One, who said that the filler is 80% trash.
You feel the same way, Righteous.
Cheers to William West. Kung Fu Hustle is not an anime, sir. Prox, what's up?
I don't even remember Kung Fu Hustle.
That's a movie. That's a silly movie, but it's a classic though. But yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, yeah. But continuing with the topic though, they put a lot of. I say this all the time. They put a lot of spiritual technology into anime, and Naruto, my opinion is. I think that's going to be like one of the best examples of spiritual technology because it focuses a lot on the chakra system and the chakra network. You see what I'm saying? So let me play a clip real quick where they are explaining. Okay, and then now I can't find it. Of course, that was going to happen. Give me a second here. I did pull it up, so bear with me 1 second. God damn it.
And this is the thing about the 9 tails and everything, or
yes. Shit. I can go into something else real quick, but he has a spirit that was placed in him when he was very young, the 9-tailed fox. It was sealed inside of him. So he can pull on, as he gets older, he can pull on that powerful chakra, to fight and everything. Give me a second. Oh, somebody put some good ones in there. DB, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Akira, Fist of the North Star. That's another good one. Yeah, that's going back.
Yeah,
One Punch Man and Blue Lock. Yeah.
I started Bleach. I'm gonna have to finish Bleach.
You haven't finished Bleach?
Okay. I haven't. My homeboy keep getting on me. My homeboy is the one that keeps me locked into the new stuff. I would have never heard of solo leveling, jujitsu. I would have never heard of none of that. But my best friend, we grew up watching anime, and if you saw him, you would never think that he watches anime. But he's very much into it, man, and he keeps me up to date. He'll call me like, "Yo, let me holler at you real quick. We got to talk about this." And he'll go in and break it down for me so I can go watch it.
Yeah, you're missing out on Bleach. That's a great one, And they go into
there's the Soul Reaper in it,
right? They go into the Soul Society and Soul Reapers. Yeah. Fighting monsters, not monsters, but damn, I don't forgot what they're called. Jesus Christ. They're like spirits who or not at rest, that they have like a hole in their chest where the heart used to be. It's a whole thing with Bleach, you know. And so the Soul Reapers have this whole society that they fight. You see what I mean? So yeah, you're missing out on Bleach, sir. But you watching like Solo Leveling is really good.
Yeah, Solo. But people hate on Solo Leveling. They said it's like overrated.
Yeah.
Yes, Hollows. Hollows was
that's what it's called. Yeah, Hollows. Thank you. Appreciate the assist. Hollows. All right.
But the Solo Leveling, they say it's overrated. I think it's pretty fast paced, and it's what do they call it? OP. They put a lot of OP in there, and they put a lot of plot armor, you know, to Jinwoo. But I loved it. I don't know what people. That's what I want. Sometimes I want an anime. You know the motherfucker gonna be weak as hell. You know everybody gonna be whipping his ass. You know when he clench that fist, he get mad, and then some type of system activates, and the motherfucker become powerful as hell, and they start whipping everybody's ass. And he starts to get even more powerful, where it gets like, damn, he might be the most powerful. He could be the most powerful motherfucker. I like to get that quicker instead of watching 1,000 episodes to watch you get to this level. You know, I want stuff like that, you know?
Right. Okay, so I did pull it up. And so let me share my screen real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see. All right, here we go.
The elemental life energy a ninja uses in jutsu. It's the source of all his power. Now, this energy has two forms. Physical energy, which exists in all the cells in the entire body, all working together. And spiritual energy, the primal source of power, which is intensified through training and experience. As you see, these two types of chakra must be drawn out and brought together in order to perform jutsu. Notice the interplay between physical and spiritual power. That's the key. Finally, hand signs. Focus and unleash the chakra.
Right on all points. Iruka-sensei really did have some excellent students.
What's the big deal with all these complicated explanations? The whole point is to learn the jutsu, isn't it?
Naruto's right for once. We're already using chakra energy in our jutsu. No, you have not mastered this power. You've barely scratched the surface.
So that's a clip from old school Naruto, because there's a Shippuden is after it's a 2 year or 3 years time skip where he goes to train with Master Jiraiya and to get stronger. And yeah, that's when he's still little, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So there's much more that they show in the anime, and that would take up hours if I was to go through each one of them. But Naruto goes in as far as spiritual technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're talking about the spiritual cells. You got scintillas, like the soul has spiritual cells. So I like how he said you have to really focus. Like the nature of the chakra is interdimensional. It's multidimensional too, but it's interdimensional. And when he said that it'll be a joke, a lot of people out here that's focusing on affirmations, doing their mantras, they're not really matching up the resonance of the practicality of how they're doing it on a regular basis. So they're just thinking that if I say this affirmation, that's somehow affecting the universe. But really, you got to line up, you know, the spirituality, the focus on what you're doing, the days, the moon, the stars, and when you synchronize to the harmony, you get in a rhythm of synchronizing to the harmony day by day, knowing the planetary energy, knowing everything that's in effect. Then you actually become the chakra system.
Right. And I say that all the time, brother. You know, people, they'll hear one thing and they'll go with that one thing, not knowing that a lot of this stuff is complex, and you have to, like Kakashi said, you know, you're just scratching the surface. Most people don't have the attention span to go any further than the surface level. You see what I'm saying? Ultra Instinct. What's up, brother? How are you? You're not too late, bro. We barely started. Devilman Crybaby came out on Netflix in 2018. I never even heard of that one. Have you heard of that one?
I love Devil May Cry. I don't think you're talking about. I like Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is a linchpin to millennials. That video game, and it just became a Netflix series. But I don't think I've seen Devilman Crybaby. I would have to see a picture to see, if I saw it.
Never heard of that one myself. You ever see Speed Grafer? Kind of underrated anime that touches secret society cults and what? No, I'm gonna have to write that one down.
Yeah, write that one down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speed Grafer. But it's interesting because planetarily wise, every planet has an enemy. It has an op, as the younger generation would. So, speaking with anime, it's about beating up the ops, pretty much getting stronger than your ops. Some enemy comes, he's strong as shit. They're like, no way you're gonna beat him. You got to go to the mountain and train for years and come back. Nigga be brolic. The energy be, and they still somehow get their ass whipped or something like that because the enemy goes to another level. He put out something he ain't even show you. How do you get this ability? I have to go hard. That's why I love RDC World, how they be expressing that, because it's hysterical and it's funny how how it's going to be expressed in anime. But it's like how planets got ops. I can literally not close my eyes. I can go in my mind. I don't even got to close my eyes, and I can see the hyperchromatic dimensional layers with colors. And just like how an anime character will project a key blast out of them or some type of energy attack, I can hit people with the colors planetarily, knowing what planet is in effect. And I know this color is going to be a op because this planet is ruling this day.
Wow.
So I just changed the trajectory. You have the ability to change the trajectory of karma that's around you by understanding the discipline to colors. But ritually, you have to be in tune with your candle work. You have to be in tune with your mantras to move gracefully with the planets and be that exact planet. Whatever your Mahadasha is in, whatever planetary lord is governing your life right now, you have to become that energy right now.
Okay.
Right now, you have to focus and become that energy, like almost like an anime. You got to master the mechanics of that planet, and then you can literally use the planet in your magic.
I like how you said that, master the mechanics. And that's the problem that I'm trying to, that's what I was trying to say earlier, that people don't master the mechanics, the fundamentals, the basics. Right. You see what I'm saying? They want to bypass all of that and become automatically a master. People want to get into this and become a master. They don't want to do no training and shit. They just want to reach the mage level first. You know what I mean?
And I will say that if you're not looking into no planets or astrology, you're still working with Mercury if you're doing magic. That's Thoth. Thoth is Mercury. Thoth is the god of magic, uttering spells, all the rituals, all that. You're still Mercury.
Tahuti. Tall. Yeah. That's correct. Yes, sir. Graph on my watch list. I'm on Apothecary Diaries, Daemons of the. I heard of that one.
I'm caught up. I told you to watch it. Good shit, Interesting. We'll talk about that.
Anime that focus on, you weren't here first, but Ani mentioned Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon go heavy.
Yeah, it does. It does. That comes on early in the morning too. So usually I'll watch that too.
You ever watch Death Battle on YouTube?
No, I haven't. I thought you was about to say Death Note, but
I've seen Death Note. I've seen Death Note. That was one of the most fucked up endings of all time. But,
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that motherfucker said, he said, "Didn't I tell you I wasn't your friend?" Right. But Death Battle is like something you go on YouTube and watch other anime characters go into other anime universes and battle their best characters. So they'll put one character against another character, and they put millions of dollars in these. Some of these white boys, they put a lot of money. They got a lot of funding, And I appreciate what they do in that aspect, because you really get to learn the character on their highest peak level. And going to Sailor Moon, they was saying Sailor Moon is OP. Sailor Moon can beat some of your most valued anime characters because of how she's written in the manga.
Right.
So and it's all astrological why she can do it, but she can turn into universes and shit and kill people. And
right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. You said the name of that is Death Battle? Is that what you said?
Oh, Death Battle. Just go on YouTube, just type Death Battle, it'll pop up.
Okay. I wrote that one down too. People are coming with them now. Hell's Paradise, Gachi Okuda, reincarnated as a slime and jobless reincarnation.
I want to see, what is it called? Machine Head? Machine or Chainsaw Head or something like that. What is this? It's a brand new anime. I want to see that.
Sure. I'm seeing a lot of brand new ones. Like there's a silly one that came out. I said I'm gonna watch it one of these. It's called Rooster Fighter or something like that.
Rooster Fighter.
Yeah.
Chainsaw
Dan.
Man. Yeah, Dan. I heard about Dan and Dan, but it's called Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, Chainsaw Man I heard was dope, but I've been hearing a lot about Dan. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. So, but
I don't either. It's on my watch list. Dan. Yeah. Death Note's worst. Yeah, I think everybody agrees on that one. Death Note is the worst one. Yeah, it ended. Yeah. Oh no, I spoke too soon. I thought the ending of Death Note was great. Guy forgot who he was dealing with just because he ate apples and hung around him all the time.
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
Yeah. I can say that is very true.
Yeah. The manga end of Death Note has Donald Trump getting his hands on it, if I remember right. Really? I didn't know that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyuji number 8.
I heard about that.
You heard about that one too?
It's like based off that movie with Idris Elba in it when they go Pacific Rim, the kaiju. Yeah. They made a whole anime about those kaijus.
That's like 3 people that said Chainsaw Man.
That's what I was talking about, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of that one either. Dan is great. About yokai and aliens mixed with a romance subplot. God damn. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
On some supernatural. Okay.
So who's your favorite anime character of all time?
Wow. That was a loaded question.
Yeah. I mean, who do you let me put it like this. Who do you feel like when you were early in the anime, who do you feel like what embodied what you like as a character? Because everybody's going to go to the OP overpowered character, but there's specific characters that probably wasn't the strongest. They probably was pretty strong, or they probably had a great plot in the story, but they weren't the main person. Or if they're a main character that you resonated with, I won't be mad at that either. But did anybody stick out?
Yeah, it would be Itachi Uchiha. He was in Naruto. Okay. He's not a main character, but his story is fascinating. He seemed to be a betrayer of his village, and he's actually had to look that way to save the village. You know, he had to be the bad guy. It's an amazing story behind Itachi Uchiha and that whole clan. And like I said earlier, the Naruto, I think is one of the best of all time. But him in particular, his it's not Byakugan. It's called they have a visual
Sharingan, the Sharingan or something.
Sharingan. That's it. Sharingan or whatever that is.
I just know the name. I don't know what the fuck that shit does. I think it's manipulating reality and shit. I don't know what the shit does, but I've heard it so much and people talk about it.
Sharingan. What it does is it creates an illusion in your mind, and so you can be stuck and they can have you seeing all kinds of shit. It's a powerful jutsu. It's a visual jutsu. You see what I'm saying? So the eyes turn red, and they have these little characters in it. And again, that whole clan, that's one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? So great question. Yeah. But yeah, it didn't even, I amazed myself because it didn't give me, I didn't have to take any time to think about who that would be. So I need to turn that question around on you.
It was very surprising. I mean, I don't know how many people watch Yu Yu Hakusho, but I really resonated with the Kurama character.
Okay.
And Kurama, like now when I look at it, Kurama, a little bit weird. Now that I'm a grown man, but but he had another side. He could turn into this demon named Yokai. He was like the fox demon over the thieves in the demon world, but he was like OP. He was an S-class demon. He was up there with the gods.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to run with one of the three demon kings. I forgot the name of him. He was blind. Well, he became blind later on, but he was like, he beat the main character ass on the last episode. You thought Yusuke was gonna win that fight. Yusuke got his ass whipped and woke up in the hospital. That's why I love Yu Yu Hakusho, because it wasn't like the main character always gonna win. I mean, even though he won a lot, but he got his ass whooped too.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying this in it right. Kurama he was just smooth. He was a smooth operator. All of the females liked him, but he wasn't the most powerful. He was quiet, but when it was time for him to put that work in, everybody was like, "Damn, you don't want to fuck Kurama? Fuck your ass up."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's another good thing that I like about Naruto. It's a total underdog story. Shunned from the village. Everybody, he didn't have a family, and he actually ultimately becomes the Hokage of the village. He becomes a hero, So it's a great epic story in Naruto. That's why I keep referring back to it. And again, there's a lot of spiritual technologies in it. And somebody mentioned it in the chat. My boy Ultra Instinct says it's the main Gekyo Sharingan. I mean, he got specific on that one because I never would have said that, but it's the Sharingan, the visual jutsu that I was talking about.
Gekyo Sharingan.
Yeah, and Killer B was dope. Yeah, and again, Naruto, he's a black character.
I saw him got blonde hair.
I'm sorry?
I saw him. He has blonde hair, right?
Yeah, he's a black guy, but he got one of the tail beasts inside of him, and he kind of got on my nerves because he was always rapping, "You fool, you fool." He kept saying that shit. He's funny, but he can become irritating and shit because he's constantly doing it. But he is dope though.
Okay.
Mob Psycho 100.
I've never heard of that. I don't even know. Yeah,
I couldn't tell you what that is.
These some real anime fans up here, man.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, talk about Piccolo.
Z Fighters and the Gotai 13. They are really putting some stuff in this chat here. Good way to get the Naruto story without filler is the Ninja Storm games. Or you can just skip the filler. You can do that too. This time around, that's what I'm doing. I'm skipping the filler because there's ultimate guides on what's canon and what's filler. And so this time I don't have to watch all the filler,
They sent it to me. Like somebody sent me the list, but I still didn't finish.
This is what I liked about older anime and games. No guarantee that the main character would win or even survive and turn out to be a side character. Yes, agreed. Killer B is a badass, even though he's a absolute. And you know what? Leftovers, I think that's my problem with Killer B. Killer B is a walking fucking stereotype. So
I will say this.
Yeah.
The most probably unknown but darkest occult and probably the greatest occult anime of all time is Berserk.
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Berserk is heavy.
Is it? Berserk?
Okay. Berserk is heavy, man.
So
you guys put it in the chat. Yeah, it's a guy, he's a swordsman. And Berserk is so long, it goes back in like the 80s. They just brought out another chapter of the manga like a week ago. They said this is the longest, one of the longest manga of all time.
Wow.
But it's not long like One Piece. You can watch Berserk probably in a day. You can watch the whole series. Yeah. It's not a lot. It's like 3 or 4 seasons. But the pictures, like how they capture it, is crazy. It's crazy. And it's very dark. Berserk has the darkest scene in anime history, and it is well known too. So he's a guy. He's called Guts. He's the leader. He's not the leader. He's second in command of a group of people called the Band of the Hawk. The leader is a guy named Griffith. Got the white hair, Let me talk about earlier, and he aspires to be a king of his own kingdom. So he runs into Guts. I guess they start to get cool because they realize Guts is pretty strong. All of the other band members kind of worship the Griffith guy. Okay. Guts eventually starts he don't worship him. He's kind of like his rival and his homeboy at the same time. So Guts wields this big ass blade. He's like one of the first ones to wield them big sword, the Dragon Slayer swords. And they run into this demon later in the first season, and it really, you can see the fear in their eyes, because throughout the whole season you don't see no demons or nothing. Then all of a sudden a demon appears, and then it gets real dark. The demon tells Guts, if you think this motherfucker is really your friend, when this eclipse happens, he's gonna kill you. You're gonna see if he's your friend. Basically, he said, check your homie. If that's your homie, really check it. And it happens like later. Griffith wears this thing called the behemoth. It's a different type of behemoth because there's several types. It's kind of like the devil fruit, but it's different. It's way powerful than shit like this. It can shift the realm of causality. So when this eclipse happens, the behemoth opens, the eyes on the behemoth starts to bleed, and it takes all of the band members, everyone around. So it will only open on the eclipse if the person who's wearing it is completely in despair. That means they want to give up on life. They have to be completely in despair. And Griffith goes, he gets completely in despair because the Band of Hawks, they go to this kingdom, get their ass whipped, and Griffith gets captured. He gets tortured by this king. So they clip his fingernails off. They clip they do all messed up. They have to wrap this guy up in bandages. And look, he's like one of the most proclaimed pretty boy characters in anime. At these conventions. What's the conventions where they dress up? Like Comic-Con. Everybody want to be this Griffith character, but they really fucked him up. So he's in despair after that. They literally take you to hell.
Literally.
It literally goes to hell. You start to see the most demonic shit you will ever see. Right. And there's these 5 demon kings. They wanted a 6th king, and they wanted Griffith to be it, but they told him the only way you can be this king is if you allow all of the demons in hell to eat your friends, and it will make you a king. And he wasn't going to do it, but he becomes one of the 7 sins, or he becomes one of the 7 sins, something like that. I forgot if it was pride or something, but he ends up saying, "Yeah, go ahead and sacrifice them." All of them get killed real brutally, and Guts survives, and the female of the group, which is Guts' female. This is the scene I told you about. That's the most graphic scene in anime history. When Griffith becomes the Demon King, he gets the new outfit. He looks like a demon and shit like that. Right. Named Femto. His name Femto. He literally grapes If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
He grapes her in front of Guts, and Guts is trying to save her, but a demon has his arm in his jaws, and he has to Guts rips his arm off to get at him. Damn. And he almost gets him, but when he assumes this form, he's too powerful. And then that's when they get saved by this other character called the Skull Knight. But after that, when they escape from hell, they come back and they just keep seeing because they get marked with this mark. It's a famous tattoo, by the way. A lot of people get this tattoo, and you don't know what it means. But it's like a mark of I forgot the actual name, but it's a sacrifice mark.
Okay.
Because he sacrificed his friends, they get this tattoo on their neck or on their body. And when you get this mark, demons and ghouls hunt you for the rest of your life until the next eclipse event. So Guts and them, they just battling. So yeah, it's been going on for a time, but I would advise for everyone, because they're great. They brought the astral plane in it. They brought witches in it. They brought spells in it. Magic on high level. And it's called the Golden Age arc. Check out Berserk. That'll be something. That's
absolutely
something.
When I was when I was collecting anime in El Paso, there was an anime I've been looking for years, and you just reminded me of that one. The only part that I can remember is this teenage girl, I think she gets sent away, and they think on good premises, but when she gets to wherever, this village or whatever, she gets raped by this demon. Like, and it wasn't real graphic, but you see it happening. You see her scream, you hear her screaming and everything, and he does it so bad that he kills her.
What's the name of this?
I can't remember. That's the thing. I can't remember the name. I remember that though, because it wasn't profound, but it affected me. Where I was like, they showed this on the anime. You know what I'm saying? He grapes her again. They get these two girls, I think, get sent away to another village or something like that under false pretenses, and then this demon kind of grapes her so bad that it literally kills her or splits her in half or some shit like that. It was dark. It was really dark, and I cannot remember the name of it. So you just reminded me when you talk about that scene in Berserk, though. I gotta see this one though.
Well, it sounds like something that's reoccurring in Berserk.
Yeah. I'm like, God damn.
We talk about Inuyasha, whoever came in here. Inuyasha's heavy. But who is your favorite melanated anime character of all time?
Of all time, melanated.
You got to think about that now.
I do have to think about that one because
Piccolo is goated, but he's not really melanated. But Piccolo is like universally of all races. Everybody knows Piccolo is black. You know.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Isn't he dressed like a Moor?
He's definitely dressed like a Moor.
He's dressed like a Moor, and I actually thought that when they show characters as green and blue and these different colors, that they actually just shades of melanin, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I could be wrong with this one, but that's what I be thinking. You know, and when you say Piccolo,
the Namek race created the Dragon Balls. Never forget that. Without the Namek race, there's no Dragon Balls.
So I'm like you, where now I'm get ready. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. I've never watched it.
Crazy.
I knew you was gonna say that too.
That's crazy. And people will look at me crazy that I see Naruto. I haven't seen Naruto One Piece, but Dragon Ball Z is like the father to these animes.
Exactly. Yeah. And I've never seen it. I think during that time when it was out, I was watching Fist of the North Star. I think that's what I was watching.
Yeah, that's 80s, right?
Yeah, well, 90s. 90s. Yeah, it was not 8. Dang, you're going too far back.
Well, see, Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Dragon Ball has life lessons. Dragon Ball has social lessons.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z is all that fighting shit and shooting big ass blasts and I mean it's a big part of my childhood, but if I'm just saying, like, now that I'm an adult, Dragon Ball will resonate more with you, I believe.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like watching an old kung fu movie, but the anime allows for them to do more with it because you got these masters, these different masters. Goku, which was trained by Master Roshi, and there was another master that trained Tien and what's that little Chiatsu. They're enemy masters, and Goku goes to the world tournament in Dragon Ball every year to try to become the best fighter. So people forget how built up Goku is. He went to like 5 fucking world tournaments, man. Him being the strongest motherfucker in the universe, bro, he's battle tested, bro. He don't fought aliens. He don't fought the strongest martial arts people. Right. He don't fought assassins. And he is an alien, technically. Right. And you know, they're portraying the Neanderthal. He's a motherfucker that turned into a big ass ape. I'm just saying, they have the social racial mythos in Dragon Ball Z. But Piccolo is a big time op to Goku early. He's called Demon King Piccolo. Okay. And later, when Goku whips his ass, he spits up Piccolo, the evil Piccolo spits up an egg and births a son, and his son grows up to be Goku's homeboy.
Okay. All right. Back to what you were saying. It did come back to me. There's like 3. There's like 3. If I had to narrow it down, I don't know which one it would be, but Killer Bee would be one, even though he gets on my nerves. Killer Bee would one, but the girl from Bleach, I think her name is Yoruichi, something like that. Okay. She's a captain of the special forces, and she's like a crucial mentor to the main cast of Bleach. Her, and then there's a black character in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think his name is Muhammad Avdol. I think, yeah, Avdol, something like that. He's from Egypt, and he has fire-based psychic abilities, and he's like a strategic guide to the group. There's another underrated anime that I've told people about for years, is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because they focus on the aura, and the aura is the stand. The stand actually does the fighting. You see what I'm saying? And it looks like this kind of fierce warrior. You know what I mean? So it's very underrated. You don't hear anyone talking about it, and it goes through lifetime. Say it again.
I've watched it.
You have watched it?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I just never watched the arc from start to finish.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I've watched the whole thing up until this last arc where it got, how do I say this without being for them flagging me for it? It got, you can tell that the author or the creator or whatever, you can tell he's gay. Let me put it that way.
He's diversified, and we know.
When I started seeing men in thongs and shit like that, it turned me all the way off.
That's why I couldn't watch it. I seen one episode, and I said, "Yeah, I can't watch this."
Yeah, it turned me all the way off, man. I watched it all the way up into that, and I was like, "Come on, man, y'all was doing so good until this shit here. It was unnecessary."
Not a buck break.
Exactly. Lot of comments here. Berserk literally created the genre of dark fantasy. Like, y'all got me really interested in Berserk now. Y'all really got me this. Yeah.
My bad if I pronounced that wrong.
Okay. Probably get it. Yeah, that is the craziest thing. I was thinking that same thing. Great topic. Thanks, Ghetto. Like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, we've been trying to do this for a long time. Inuyasha. Inuyasha. I've seen that too, but I've never watched it. Have you? Have you watched this
Yeah,
one?
I talked about it earlier. It's about a dog demon.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Kaname Tozen from Bleach. Yeah, Bleach is really nice. So what I did after I finished Naruto all the way through, is like 700 episodes, I went directly to Bleach. And the first impression I got about Bleach was that it was mainly geared more towards adults, where Naruto was basically kind of for children, pretty much. But Bleach is very adult. You would love, I think you would like Bleach because of the Zanpakuto, which is their sword. It has a soul, it has a spirit in it, and they can do some crazy things with these things. Bleach is really, really nice. I think you would really like Bleach.
Yeah, that's the next one I started because my friend told me. The first episode was so bad. The first episode was horrible, but he told me to keep watching.
Yeah, you got to keep going. Yeah, it is bad. I get you. Yeah, it is. Either Kaname Tozen or Yuri Ichi, both from Bleach. Yeah. Thanks, Leftovers. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know I'm butchering the name, and she's a female. So Yuri. I'm butchering.
Yuri.
Yeah. That would be my best one. Yeah, that would be my best one. But you never answered that question, did you? The favorite melanated person?
I didn't answer. I guess mine's now is probably Corvus from Gachi Akada, but we don't have enough plot of him yet. But it's so mysterious. But just having a melanated guy be the leader of the gang in an anime, I'm gonna just give it to him. And he got locks. He's not. It's not like you got to look at him and say, "Is he black or is he not?" He's clearly a black man, and I'm gonna give the nod to him.
Yeah.
He's a fan pride.
Yeah. Neji from Naruto. I keep going back to it's because it got so many great characters and so much, again, spiritual technology. Like Neji has also a visual jutsu where he can see your chakra. He can see your whole chakra network. Therefore, he can attack the chakra. You know what I mean? And so I want to play this clip where him and Naruto is actually fighting. Naruto really had no business winning this particular fight. You know what I'm saying? But they give it to him. But check this out real quick.
Okay.
You can't escape my 8 trigrams. Gentle fist art. 8 trigrams, 64 palms. That stance. It can't be. By this branch family?
Yeah. So Neji can actually see. Yeah, any other person would have died from that attack because he has the power to actually stop the flow of your chakra, their energy. You know what I'm saying? So again, Naruto has the nine-tailed fox within him, so he can overcome shit like that. You know, plus what he did, if I'm remembering it correctly, he made a shadow clone of himself. And so Neji wasn't expecting. He thought that was the real Naruto, but he was like buried under the ground. He came up, punched him, paralyzed him temporarily and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
plot armor.
I was about to say that. Yeah, plot armor. You know,
they gotta have that plot armor. But I would give a special shout out to Full Metal Alchemist too. I don't think Alchemist is. Did you ever watch Full Metal Alchemist?
I started it and did not finish. I'm not sure why I didn't, but this is the two boys who are disembodied if I'm not mistaken, and they have to find their bodies or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, it's literally magic because you got to draw a sigil, but they call it alchemy, and you draw the sigil, and because they did it and they didn't really know the power of the sigil, they had when you do alchemy in the show, it takes something, and whatever the type of ritual they were trying to do, it took his whole brother's body, and it took his Edward's arm and leg.
Okay. Yeah.
So he had to put his brother's soul in a body armor,
like a knight or something, or a metal body or something like that. Yeah.
He had to put him. He had to draw his a sigil to put his soul in there. You know, that shit was pretty messed up.
Yeah, I gotta get back. That's another one I gotta get back to. I mean, it's so many. You see what I'm saying? Plus the new ones that you put me on to, Gochi Okuda, Solo Leveling. You put me on the Black Clover too, where they actually have grimoires, magical textbooks with spells and incantations in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Black Clover about to come back out like in a month or two, and Black Clover, we didn't talk about that. The Black Clover is heavy.
It is. It really is.
Really heavy.
Yeah. Killer Bee from Naruto and Aokiji from One Piece. Apparently, I haven't gotten that far because y'all have mentioned several things from One Piece that I'm unaware of, and I'm like only on episode 542, something like that. So Yuri, okay. So damn, they said that's his baby. Wow.
That's Jarvis.
They did create her kind of fun. So yeah, I get why he's saying that. And Muhammad Abdul, he's actually OP. Damn, there's a lot of anime heads in here in the chat. This is very connected to the combat of psychedelics and mushrooms. Steel Ball, that is new, but Steel Ball Run is new. Jarvion, Stone Ocean is the one I'm talking about because now it's the female. It's the great granddaughter of JoJo or something like that. And yeah, it got real feminine for the men. Yeah, Stone Ocean is the one what we're talking about. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. As the aura being the warrior or using the aura to fight. Yeah. Both of you still have to watch Hell's Paradise. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
Paradise.
Jarvin been telling me you got to watch that.
Hell's Paradise.
He said pretty damn important. So
Byakugan, yeah. Neji was him. He was. I didn't even like Neji at first. I thought he was real condescending, but he just takes the craft seriously. That's all. And he wants better for his sister and thought she was weak. So, yeah, it was then that he knew he fucked up. Yeah. I like the story, but didn't like the characters. The Eastfall people in Full Metal were definitely melanin.
Yeah, they were. The Eastfall people, yeah.
Wow. Okay. See, there. So you got to watch the whole thing. Then it's Full Metal and Alchemist, and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right?
You got to watch that full thing. You have to watch it because the spirituality in it. You know, they had to go to the homunculus. You want to get real information about homunculus and what that is, and whatever that black spirit is in the it's like a melanin being, got like one eye, and they had to walk through these gates or these doors to go get his brother's body back, but they had to do like deals. But it's like spiritual chemical equation that you have to balance it out to do the right drawing of the sigil to make sure that you get it in return. And his dad, he was like the top sage of this shit.
Right.
So but he didn't really know his dad. You notice in these animes, sometimes the father is missing, like Hunter, Gon's father. We didn't see this nigga till like the last couple of episodes.
Right.
Goku is always going. The only nigga he trying to raise. He said really Piccolo is Gohan's father. Really.
Right.
Damn, there's another one, but their father always is missing though. It's hilarious. But in Full Metal Alchemist, his dad didn't really raise them.
That actually disturbed me. I think that might have been the last episode that I watched. It was an episode where I think he put his daughter's soul into a dog or something like that.
Yeah, that was heavy.
I was like,
somebody said he was validated. There was an argument for why he did it and why it was validated, but that was a homunculus.
Okay.
That dog being was a homunculus, but that other guy, I think he's from the Ishval people. He had the little tattoo on his arm. He killed it, I believe, because he thought it was an abomination. He was like, motherfuckers should be yoked together in a body. Wow. So he has the ability when he touched shit to completely annihilate it from existence and stuff.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it was a chimera. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was a chimera.
Yeah. Golden Dawn group in Black Cloak. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they, you know, I wish people wouldn't see anime as just like cartoons. I think they put some shit in anime. You know what I mean? They really, really do. Monster by Naoki Urasawa talked about the creation of moon children in Germany. Wow. Let me write that down. Monster.
There's too much shit to write down up in here, y'all.
Right. I got index cards and shit. Look at that shit. One Piece gets better and better the further you go in, especially story-wise. Like I said, I think I may barely be halfway through One Piece. It's like 1,100 episodes, but he absolutely correct. I didn't think I would make it this far, to be quite honest, but it does get better. The islands they visit, much better. And again, any of y'all who are watching in the chat, check out episodes 540, 541, 542. Fishman Island, they really talk about melanated people. You know what I'm saying? And incidentally, Bobby Him, his very first lecture was on the Dogon. And remember, the Dogon said that the people who taught them civilization came from the sea. The Nomo, right. Fish people. So yeah, One Piece is all that. Hell's Paradise is tight. Hella raw. Y'all need to check out. God damn. Overlord? I never even heard of that one.
I think I've seen Overlord. Let me see, because I've seen a lot of anime too. I would have to see the name. And there's another one called Witch's Hat Atelier. That's out. I've been watching that one.
Witch's Hat.
Witch's Hat Atelier that shit is all about magic. They get into like they were like, if you don't draw the sigil right, they show the ramification. She drew the sigil wrong. And they was talking about concealing magic from regular people. And when she drew the sigil, she sacrificed her mother on accident. So the whole entire show is about her learning magic so she can reverse this forbidden spell that she did.
Damn. Wow. Shu Tucker, the most hated father in anime history. Also, Scar was the one who killed her.
Scar, that's the Ishbal motherfucker I was talking about in Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay. Luffy, Goku, and Naruto's dads all dead.
Oh, I didn't know Luffy dad was dead either. I didn't know Naruto too. I was thinking about Boruto. Boruto is his son, right?
Right, that's his son, yeah.
Okay.
I started that. I may need to finish it, but it wasn't. I don't know. I went back to Naruto after a 5-year gap. So the Dark Continent and Hunter x Hunter consumed the life force of the author.
Really? What? They never made the anime, so it's only in the manga, right, Lloyd? They stopped Hunter x Hunter. They're talking about rebooting it now, but the Dark Continent never came out on the anime. It probably is in the manga, but I need to see the Dark Continent because it's showing you what's on the other side of the ice wall.
Damn, he said he finished Witch Hat. Witch Hat.
Yeah, I'm at the end. I'm not at the end, but I'm probably pretty close to the end.
I'm trying to remember who's Luffy's dad.
I would not know.
I can't remember.
He just said it.
The leader. I see y'all are saying stuff that I don't think I've gotten to yet. Oh, so I mean, I really don't think I've gotten to it yet. So that's fine though. I'm gonna get to it eventually. The dad of Luffy is Dragon, and he is still alive. Dragon D. Luffy. Right. That's it. Something like that. Yeah.
So you got the dragon. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. His name is Dragon. You know.
One thing that we did leave out was Attack on Titan. You've seen this, right?
Yeah. I haven't finished watched it from start to finish, but I've seen some episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. That one shows how, the creation of a giant race. That shit is deep. It really is. I love the animation of Attack on Titan, but y'all done gave me so many. It's at least 10 that I wrote down here.
I'm trying to understand why are they using giants in Attack on Titan? Like,
it's an experiment. There's some kind of experiment that happened. They go into it I gotta start at the beginning again. But in Attack on Titan, though, they got people thinking that these other people are a race of devils, and it goes deep. It really does. I'll be doing you a disservice trying to explain it here because I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen it, though. So I won't even go into it, But cool. Another one that we did not mention at all was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, Avatar. Yeah. I've seen Avatar.
Yeah, the elements, the Fire Nation, the Water Nation. You know what I'm saying? Again, talking about elements in that one, and reincarnated spirits or souls, I should say. The Avatar actually just goes through different bodies throughout time. You see what I'm saying? So you might like that one if you ever get a chance to get to it. But it looks like you're watching a lot of them at this moment.
I watched Airbender. I haven't watched start to finish, but I watched a lot of the Aang portion, and I watched a lot of Korra. So do you like Aang's side of the story or Korra's side? I think they become a couple in the future. I think so.
I don't remember, to be honest. I watched this, man. It's been sheesh. I watched Avatar back in like 2010, I think.
Okay.
It's been that long, so I can't really remember. I remember the gist of it, but I can't even answer that question, to be quite honest.
Have you ever seen Trigun?
Trigun? No.
Trigun, like Tri.
No.
What's up, goddess?
Never heard that.
Trigun. That's another one. That's another one people need to look into. That one was pretty crazy. It just came out with a reboot, and they hyped up the graphics because it's an older anime. I think it's like in the 90s or something like that. But in the 2000s, when I was watching it on Adult Swim, that shit was. It's about these two children after the Earth was destroyed. Humans put all of the collective human race were put into pods on a spaceship, and only 3 people was awake. It was this one woman. She was pretty much playing like the Eve character. It was 2 little white boys, and both of the boys, I guess they're twins, and one is evil. They didn't know one of them was born evil, and he ends up killing most of the race. But the female she pushes something to save him, but she don't really blame him for. She's like, he's a kid. But the ship crashes. They end up on this barren desert planet. So it's like a Western because they both grow up on this planet, but there's something in their DNA that allows for them to open the technology to these weapons. It's these guns, and when the gun opens and it fires, it's like it reminds me of what the Pineal really can do at its full capacity, but it literally can destroy a whole planet.
Yeah.
They have this weapon, and every time the weapon activates, because they're pretty much immortal, it wipes out civilization. Damn near wipes out the civilization.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a real deep ass show.
Trigun.
Yep.
In the Hunter x Hunter manga, they are on their way to the Dark Continent, but one ship I think is going to a fake version because it's too dangerous. And somebody said Trigun is the shit. Lloyd says Trigun is lit too.
Yeah.
They even find it funny how Chinese animation and media always depict Japanese themes as total outdated and outright hostile.
Right. That is funny.
Yeah.
That's Trigun.
The Stampede. Yu Yu Hakusho.
That was the one I was talking about. I like the Netflix movie was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah, I would advise you to watch that instead of watching the anime. Watch the movie, because you go watch the movie quicker, then go back and watch the anime, and you'd be like, damn, they did that movie pretty damn good for it to be a rendition, you know.
Right. Okay. Damn.
It had to be damn, because you know the same person who created Hunter x Hunter created Yu Yu Hakusho.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, like even how you watch Hunter x Hunter, right?
Yeah.
So you see how Gun is drawn. He's based on the main character in Yu Yu Hakusho, Yusuke Urameshi.
And that's the one you said the movie. Watch the movie first.
Yeah, it's either a movie or a Netflix series.
Okay.
I think it's a Netflix series. It's a TV series.
Okay.
So like 5 or 6 episodes. But Yu Yu Hakusho is like Dragon Ball Z to niggas. Like it's like it's like one tier under Dragon Ball Z. And it came out in the late 90s. So like most of the millennials was raised off that, like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. I've heard of that. I've never seen that one.
Cowboy Bebop is fire.
It is?
And it's really about melanated. I think one of the characters that drive the ship, he's really black. I mean, he's white in the series, but he's black, I think, in the movie. But it's based on jazz music throughout the whole show. It's playing jazz.
Wow. Okay.
They got a whole episode about jazz.
Speaking of jazz, did you get into Afro Samurai? Did you like that one?
Oh my God, Afro Samurai. Let me tell you something, man. Brother. man, Samuel L. Jackson playing this character. Do you think Afro Samurai gets the recognition that's deserving? Because it's hella metaphysical, even though it's a nigga with swords.
Right.
You know,
right.
The number one band, it's metaphysical. Like how when he fought number one,
right?
Literally, he became a fucking metaphysical being. I was like, what the? Am I watching? Because throughout the whole entire series, he's battling people, and then when he fights the actual number one, this motherfucker got a third body, a third arm in his stomach or some shit like that. Like, what the fuck am I watching, yo? It's spiritual though. I'm saying that to say that him killing his father is the Osiris story. He killed his father. His father was the first number one.
All right.
He grows up. His whole entire life is to kill this nigga, like to kill the number one.
Right.
And when he finally faces him, it was like some type of psychic karma. Like his father transferred his memories, because you remember they created like a clone robot of his dad.
Yeah.
That was some shit they was showing us with the transhumanism.
Absolutely.
They had a lot of transhumanism in Afro Samurai.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Korra's about doing the shadow work. Ang was about mastering the chakras.
Exactly. I like Korra's better. I like her saga better.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
There's shadow work, but they do it a different way in Naruto. As a matter of fact, Shikamaru, one of the smartest characters in Naruto, has a jutsu called Shadow Possession Jutsu. I'm just going to show a little clip of it, where they're explaining.
Kage here, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about the Shadow Possession Jutsu, also known as the Shadow Paralysis Jutsu, Kagemane no Jutsu in the original Japanese text, and the art of me and my shadow according to the Viz train.
Anyway,
they pass that knowledge on to. Shadow Possession is a great example of why that is the case. It's a very powerful jutsu, at least when being used by somebody who has a knack for strategy and tactics. Its fundamentals involve manipulating a shadow conjured by the jutsu caster for a variety of different purposes, primarily to temporarily control the user's enemy or enemies. By manually bending and shaping their conjured shadow, the user can force it to make contact with and thereafter merge with the naturally formed shadow of the target they have in mind.
Yeah, it's long, so I just wanted to show that small clip, but yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. He has to have sunlight though in order to manipulate the shadow if you get caught in the shadow, he has control of you like a damn puppet, though. So
that's the real story of Surya in the Vedas. He falls in love with his shadow, but the shadow was his first wife. But his first wife, she said that the sun, Surya's brightness was so bright and so hot that she went into the forest. She was like, I'm not even gonna be with this nigga no more.
Damn.
And then she birthed a shadow of herself, and the sun had a child with the shadow, and that becomes Saturn. That's the real story of the shadow being born. Yeah.
Okay.
And Saturn, look at this. Yo, the sun is racist. Surya said, why is my son dark skinned? This is in the Vedas, yo.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Saturn's called Shani in Vedic mythos, and when Shani's born, Shani controls the shadow. He controls anything with darkness, and Shani pretty much is like, why my dad don't really F with me, and it had to be another guru to come and tell Surya, yo, he's only dark because you wasn't even sleeping with your wife, you was sleeping with the shadow of her because she went into the forest to do a boon. A boon is like the gain of spiritual blessing from the dakshas, the higher gods. She had to go do something. When you acquire a boon, a spiritual blessing from the gods, you got to isolate yourself away from everything to acquire this great power.
Right.
And Shani ends up resenting his father. So naturally, Shani becomes the son's enemy, and the son is his father.
Wow.
When you have Saturn in a sun sign, you're going to have a lot of problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Check out Seis Manos. I think it's only it has Santa Muerte. That is only like 8 episodes, and I think that one's American made, if I'm not mistaken.
What is this about?
Manos. It's about these I think it's like 5 or 6 people who it's in Mexico, and it's crazy. It's like I said, it's not a lot of episodes. They get trained by this one person. Let me see. Say, American adult set in a fictional town in Mexico. 3 orphans. I said 6. Trained in Chinese martial arts, and when their mentors killed, they joined forces with an American DEA agent and a policewoman to avenge his murder. That's what that one. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Peace, Cosmic Chaos. Afro Samurai is good. Was just watching Afro Samurai. Don't get enough credit because it's Afro Samurai. Well, of course. We know this. Yes, like we said at the very beginning of this particular live, check out Ani's interview with Asir. It is a great interview. Don't miss that.
It was.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he need the sun more so. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Not the sun, but it's some kind of light source, something that can cast a shadow. You know, the brighter the source, the darker and more power his shadow. And like I said, you get caught in the shadow, he can possess you. He can take control of it. And, yeah. So, all right. So I think we might have to do a part 2 to this.
Yeah, we got to do a part 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Vampire D Hunter. I want to talk about that. Castlevania. I won't go into that. Let's do this again. And of course, we got to do another. We got to do something to talk about recent events because I really wanted to
absolutely
with some of the stuff that's been happening. But I think in the near future, we can just set up one of the shows and do the anime thing again.
Absolutely. This was perfect. You know, this was great. We finally got it done. So we still got to do a part 2. Thanks for joining me. Always a pleasure to have you, sir. Closing remarks, statements, what you want to say to the people?
I would say watching anime isn't just watching it. I would say use your imagination to create a spiritual domain. If you can set up something in your house, put those figures up, put your favorite characters up, build your altar and infuse with these particular characters that fits your archetype. And it's better if you haven't got your Vedic astrology, email me at startribe777@gmail.com and we can go into your chart and really show the alignment, because I want to do something where I have each anime and the characters aligned to certain planets, you know, and how the archetype is. I would love to do that for everyone on Patreon or put it out, wherever.
Okay. Yeah, and don't forget, Ani's information is in the description box. Check him out. His like he said, on his Patreon and his other platforms. This was great. We're going to do a part 2. We're going to do another one with current events. Again, check out Asir, the Duke of Tears. I swear you got to say that all together. Like, I'll put name stick back.
You're crazy, bro.
Check it out, bro. We out of here. Y'all all have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining us. I am Magick, Croix, Ani Osaru. Peace. We see y'all next time.
Peace.
Now.